What is going on, everyone? Anthony here, and welcome back to another video here on LTRE. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some Dead Rising footage. Now, this first part is from the director's report that was uploaded on the official Dead Rising YouTube page. I know it's about 5 days old, but I wanted to still take a look at it and see some of the differences, some of the stuff they show off. And then we're going to be turning around to the other gameplay that IGN uploaded. As much as I don't like IGN, we're still going to be taking a look at what footage they show us because I'm curious to see what they captured. A lot of YouTubers and press people are getting a chance to have a hands-on experience with Dead Rising this early. I'm not one of them, but I'm curious to see what they show off the rest of this month leading into September 19th. I will be live streaming this Dead Rising, and I will be covering it. I am a fan of Dead Rising, so stay tuned for my live stream that's going to be dropping the same week as the game comes out, which will be the 19th. So stay tuned for that. But until then, let's take a look at this director's report first, and then we'll switch over to IGN's video. So here we go. This is Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster Director's Report. Let me get my headphones on. Let's do this. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster.
皆さんこんにちは、プロデューサーの森本です。はい、ディレクターの村井です。
There you go, got the producer and the
させて
director.
いただきましたデッドライジングデラックスリマスター。まあ大きな反響はありましたね。
そうですね。
はい。
期待の声でしたり、戸惑いの声でした。
戸惑い。
And some confusion.
まあね、
Oh yeah, fans are always going to get confused.
いろんなお声いただいて、もうどれも本当にありがとうございます。
There's a lot of variety of the feedback.
はい、戸惑いというかね。
Look at them being all nice about it. They're like, yeah, we've seen the good and the bad comments.
年前に出たゲームっていうこともあって。
Whew, 18 years ago, man. That's crazy. 06 was 18 years ago.
デラックスリマスターでまあどう変わったのみたいなところを。まあ実機
All right, cool.
交えながら
プレイして、
はいね、ちょっとディレクターの
All right, so they'll be playing it in real time. Cool.
紹介をねしていければと思います。
で、まあ今回初めて皆様にお見せできる要素っていうのもございますので、まあそこを含めて楽しんでいただければ。
Some new elements for the first time. Let's take a look.
始めていきましょうか。
はい。じゃあ行きましょうか。
はい。
ではどうぞ。
Cool. Let's see what they show us. Nice.
時計を見てみられたらわかるんですけども、
Starting it off at the beginning, it looks like.
進んでいるのですけども、まあ本当にこのゲームでは
Yeah, you can advance the time too.
で今が
In-game time is 12 times faster than normal, so 1 hour in the game is 5 minutes. Yep. So that works the same. So it starts on the 19th, ends on the 22nd, and then you have to do all the cases in between them.
遊べるのが自由度の高さがまあ寛容なゲームというか
っていう形になってますね。この主人公のフランク、おじさんです。
Good old Frank.
で、職業はジャーナリスト。で、フランクがなんでここに来たかっていうと、まあ何かがこのショッピングモール、ビラメッテで起きてるぞっていうところで、まあ特ダネを探しに来たっていうことになっています。
Exactly.
特ダネを見つけないとここに来たりがないっていうところなので、このショッピングモール内を探索しに行くよっていうところがこのゲームのまあ、基本的なプレイヤー。
So I just want to say real quick that yeah, I mean, if you aren't familiar with Dead Rising, it is a race against the clock, so to speak. Now, the one feature they did add in this remaster is the fact that you can fast forward the time, so you can actually skip time in between, where in the original game you actually had to wait for your cases to come up and you had time to kill in between. Now, how you spent that time, like they just said, it is a freedom of choice there. You can save survivors, you can do side missions, you could ignore all that and just kill zombies. So how you spend your time is completely up to you, but it's beneficial that you can level up Frank as you keep rescuing survivors. That's a huge aspect of this game. And the fact that there's improved AI and the survivors will actually get some kind of, improvement over the original where they would get stuck behind walls and in storefronts, all that stuff. So I'm glad to see that they're also improving that as well.
というところで、まあ行ってみましょうか。
All right, let's get into it. Man. Look at the graphics now. Okay, so this is the beginning when the barricade breaks down. Donna! Dude, it runs so smooth now. This looks fantastic, man.
ここの階段に
The RE engine is doing this thing wonders.
モール街がゾンビで埋め尽くされて、もうどうしようもない状況になってしまってますね。
まあ、今回グラフィックを大幅に進化したっていうふうに言ってますけども、
はい、
なんか表情とかもかなりなんか豊かになってるように見えるんですけど、その辺も
It's a lot.
入れてるんですね。
It's a lot
はい、
better.
表情については今回新たに、フェイシャルをキャプチャーした上で
Redid all of the facial motion capture. So yeah, that's actually really a good point, because if you notice in the original, a lot of the faces kind of look more stiff, and that was before motion capture was a big thing in all of gaming. So now that the RE engine is taking control here and they redid all these cutscenes, this looks fantastic. I mean, this literally looks like you're watching something out of Resident Evil remake or something, you know, like one of the recent Resident Evil remakes. Like, they really tried here, instead of just like giving it a fresh coat of paint and that's it. No, they're like, we're going to do everything. We're going to improve the AI. We're going to make it so you can move and shoot. We're going to change little aspects of the saving, the skipping the time. Like, there's so much that it's going to improve on this game for people that are coming into it for the first time, which a lot of people are.
より表情豊かな演技っていうのができるようにされるようになってますね。
まあ、表情からも細かい心情を読み取れるように
そうですね。
なってます。
You can tell what they're thinking just by looking at them, which is good.
で対応言語も今回かなり増えてますよね。
そうですね。
There's 9 languages?
英語1言語だけだったんですけども、今回は9言語に対応してますね。
ボイス
They put
が
that in the
9
press
言語
release.
とテキストが14言語。
14 text
オリジ
languages.
ナルだと
Nice.
ここあたりはテキストだけだったんですけども、今回はフルボイス化を行ってますんで。
Wow. Okay. That's a huge thing. So anytime you would go up to somebody and talk to them, or you get a radio call over your radio while you're out and about, it would always be text. It would never be voiced over. Or when you would talk to survivors, it would just be text and then like a default audio that would play. But now they actually talk when you examine them, which is really cool. It just adds another layer of realism to it, because people are going to react in real time. They're going to say stuff as it's happening. So like when Frank just went up to Jesse, you could see that she was actually talking. In the original game, it would just be silent and you would have to read the text. So that is actually really cool. I didn't know they were doing that this time around.
ちょっと違った感じで楽しんでいただけるんじゃないかなと思いますね。
Got to pick up the coffee creamer, man. You got to make the quick
そうい
step.
ったところも全部フルボイス化されてる。
はい。このオティスにも
It's fully voiced. That's
ボ
cool.
イスが実装されてました。
Wow, they give a
こう
voice
いう
to
のがあったん
Otis.
だなっていうのがちょっと読み取れるようになってるんじゃないかなと思います。
You ain't planning
Wow.
on going back down into the mall, are you?
結構落ち着いた声で安心できるような感じがしますね。
That's exactly how Otis should
ショッ
sound.
ピングモールのメイン。
Wow. So if you guys don't know, Otis constantly calls you in the original game, constantly to tell you where there's survivors in the mall, but he never had a voice. It was always text, and he would annoy the hell out of you, ringing your radio constantly. But now, I guess if he does call you, he's going to have a voice to it. So that's cool, though. That's a cool little feture. All right, now we're in Paradise Plaza here.
パラダイスプラザにやってきましたね。
Dude, look at these
こ
colors,
こもか
man.
なり雰囲気変わりましたね。
南国というか、
Everything just pops.
海沿いの感じっていうのを
We
イメージして
redesigned it to give it
まあ
more of a
新しい
beachfront
デザイ
feel,
ン
some more
をされ
tropical.
直してますね。
That's
ああいう
cool.
風にクラゲとかもあり
There's just so much more life to the
まあこういう
mall
風に
now,
いろんな
man.
店があり
It sounds so generic to say, but it's true.
看板とかもあります。
Several shops, several places to get clothes, to get weapons.
何でも
He's
拾っ
just
て
bashing him with a
攻撃
sign.
できるっていうのがこのゲームの大きな特徴ですね。まあただこれが便利かどうかはまた別っていうところで。
使えるかどうかは。
そうですね。まあ拾ってみては使ってみてで
Just pick it up and try it out. That's Dead Rising. Yeah. The world is your
まあ
weapon.
もちろんこの殴ることもできますし、こういう風に構えたらぶん投げることもできる。ちょっと大人なフランクに
Just fucking throws it at him.
店がちょっとここはどんな服にありますかね。あ、いいですね。
There you
フ
go.
ランクもウキウキ
Got
で
the
す。
fancy Frank.
上着が着替え。
You got the original music in there. Hear that?
体の全身が、まあフォーマルな形に変わりましたね。まあ他の店とかもどんどん見ていきましょうか。
I like the new waypoint on the top there.
あ、いいですね。
It tells you how far away you are from either the side
まあこういうふうに
missions or the
本当に
main
自分の
mission.
好きな衣装っていうところを、まあ、どんどん探して、着替えていくっていうのも全然自由ですね。 まあ、例えばこういうそうですねマスクとかも
There you go.
こういうふうにか
The
ぶせ
little
られ
bear
ます。
mask.
まあめちゃめちゃ怖い
There's several masks you can
こう
find
して
for
し
the
まえば
zombies.
可愛いもんです。
Take a little picture. Pictures are important because they get your power points up so you can level up faster. The lightsaber.
画面いっぱい
Oh, hang her right in the
手出
face.
したいなみたいなお客さんとかユーザーの
A lot of fans want the screen to be filled with as much as the game itself, so can you turn off the
オプション
UI?
などから時間経過できるようにも設
Oh,
定で
okay.
きますので
So there's an option to make it disappear after a
ユーザーの
while.
方は
All
こう
right.
いったところの設定はしていただけたらと思います。
自分好みに
そうですね。
使いやすいように
はい。
Making it a player's choice. There you go. Just smacking people with the bench. I mean, the mall looks fantastic. I don't know what else. Oh my god.
ちょっと
The
これ
kid clothes. He's such an asshole.
やばい映像でそうなんです。
Oh, the sledge, man. And the chainsaw. Two great
取り直
weapons.
していいですかね。まあ
いいですよ
Should we retake?
モザイクするんで大丈夫です
そう
よ
です。オリジナルですと
Director getting flustered.
もう一回いきます。
まあこれも大概えぐい映像ですけど
そうです。
There you go.
そうちょっと無難な人
何でもいい何でもいい
編集を。
うん
オリジナルですとこういう壊れるまで
うん
相手の状態というのが分からなかった。
Yeah, there was no durability meter. Now there
い
is.
つ壊
That's
れるか
great.
分かりづらかったみたいなね
そこの分かりづらさとかがあったんですけども、今回では耐久値を表示するようにして、
うん
That's a
まあ
huge
相手の
thing.
状態というのがより分かりやすくなったかなと思いますね。
よくね武器こう使ってて連打してたら横の武器使っちゃってみたいな
そうですね。
ね暴発みたいなのありましたもんね
That's exactly what would happen. You would essentially be using a weapon. There would be no durability in the original. It would just break, and then you would just start using the next weapon that you had if you didn't even want to use that. So it was kind of like a flawed mechanic, but now they fixed it, which is great.
Right.
There you go. This guy's getting trophies. Oh, shit. The convicts are back, and the music's back.
こういう
Good
ゾン
old
ビパニッ
Leisure
クで
Park.
ならず者とかもいますね。
Oh, yeah.
あれ
These motherfuckers always respawn. And he's like, oh, the music hasn't changed.
あすいません
There you go. For streaming. He said, sorry about
あ
that.
のレジャーパーク
Director gets flustered again.
こう皆さん
So they do have streamer mode music. Yeah, because unfortunately, the Convicts song that everybody knows and loves, or you might not have heard it yet if you're new to the game, it does get copyright claimed a lot on YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. So yeah, streamer mode, unfortunately, is probably what we'll have to stream on so our streams can still be monetized, but that comes with the territory. A lot of games have
馴染
streaming
みのある
mode
音
now,
楽
so...
流れてないなと思うんですけどネットでのこうゲーム実況用の配信設定
I like that they
っていうのを
kept it in, though, even though he forgot to turn off the streaming mode. They still kept that little down out, down
ネ
out.
ットで配信されるゲーム実況と
Yeah,
か
so
さ
if
れ
you're
る
thinking of doing a
方は
live stream or a let's play,
していただくのが
turn on this
設定
setting.
になってま
That's
す
true.
ま
That's
あもちろ
cool,
ん
man.
オリジナルで入って
I'm
た
just so happy to see the
制作ってい
convicts
うのは
back.
そのまま収録は
They are a pain in the
されて
ass, but if you
る
kill
ので
them,
普通に遊ぶ方はその設定オフにしていただけれ
using
ば
that vehicle is
特
fucking
徴
killer.
的な音楽流れるようになってます
Very
ので
recognizable
そこは
song. So they have all the original music
いい
in
んじゃな
there.
いかなと
That's cool.
今回追加された機能としてめっちゃ死んでる
Lots of people
今回
die.
追加された機能としてクローゼットっていうのがあります、フランス
Oh, all right.
今までショッピングモード内で着替えたことがある
Okay,
っていうところが
this is cool.
まあここに表示されてました
So all the clothes that you can get, you could store. They get stored in this closet here in the safe house. So where before, anytime you'd want to get an outfit and you would change out of it, it would just disappear and you'd have to go back to that same exact store. Now it looks like it's all logged in Frank's closet here, which is dope. That's actually a really cool feature.
着替えられる
Very small feature, but really cool.
でもう一つが、こち
There's
ら
all
の
the skins, the
オリジナル版の
unlockable
クラス
DLC skins.
先行するもの
Like
です
there's a Chuck skin
やっぱり
and
オ
the
リジナル
bee.
版の見た目が、やっぱり気に入っている
And there's old Frank.
おられるでしょうか。そういったとこ
I
ろ
figured
も
there there'd be people that like the old look, and look, they added it in. So anyone that's complaining, it's right there. You can put the old Frank on there,
でこちら
and it
は
works just as well.
知る人と知ると言いますか
The bee outfit.
このショッピングモールのマスコットとなっている蜂のキャラクターの
Yeah, it's the mascot of the mall.
う
Yeah.
ん実はねいろんなところにいる
そうです
That's
は
just.
いるんですよ
はい
Oh my god.
コスチュームとしてやってみたらどうかなっていうとこ
This
ろ
is why I love Dead Rising. Always a sense of humor.
動くたびに羽とか
You can barely fit through the door.
動いて結構ファンシーな感じが
走ってる時のお尻
Make him
が
look
すごい
almost
可愛い
fancy.
そうです。
めちゃくちゃ
Oh my
目に
god, that's so creepy.
触覚っていうんですかあれ
I like how they're just laughing at it clipping. Yeah.
はい。
Wow.
ということでプレイの方いかがだったでしょうか。
デッドライジング、デラックスリマスター
Oh yeah, there is a physical
パッケ
version
ージ版
too.
の
Yep.
発売日が
November 8th, the
11月
physical is
8日
coming
の
out.
金曜日に決定いたしました。
So if you guys want to grab it physical, you can, which I might as
ダウンロー
well.
ド版と
I'm gonna ask for a code
離れての発売にはなるんですけど
for
も
the digital version,
ダウン
but
ロード版パッケージ版お好きな方購入いただいてどちらも応援していただければなと、はい思っております。はい。これからもデッドライジングデラックスリマスターの情報もお伝えをしていきますので、はい、引き続き、よろしくお願いできればと思っております。
はい。
はい。
お願いします。
はい。では本日はありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。
All right, so that's not bad at all. We got the new cutscenes that are motion captured. We got Otis has a voice now, which is crazy. We have a closet mode that has all of her clothes in it, and yeah, they showed a little bit of some of the weapons, some of the parts of the mall. Now I know there's countless gameplay things out now that are showing all different parts of the mall that is in the RE engine and different features and stuff like that. So I've been trying to keep up with a lot of it, but again, Capcom has given access to a lot of people the early demo, I guess, or whatever they're getting for press. So we are going to get into the next part of this, which is IGN's coverage. They got a hands-on preview of this, so we're going to roll over to that and see what else we get to see in IGN's video.
Dead Rising took an unconventional approach to zombie
When
slaying.
the hell was this
action
footage
when it first
recorded?
released as an
2006,
Xbox
I guess.
360 exclusive back in 2006.
Look how blurry it looks.
Favoring sandbox-style gameplay that could get very goofy if you desired. So you can imagine my surprise when Capcom, out of nowhere, decided to not only revive the series, but it just so happened to be a rebuild of the first game from the ground up. After spending time playing the first 2 days of 72-hour mode, I am confident that Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is shaping up to be everything I could have wanted in the long-awaited return to one of my favorite franchises. Yes, I did say rebuild, but let's clear the air. Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster is not a remake, but a remaster. As such, protagonist Frank West's story remains unchanged. Indeed, you are still Frank,
There's
a
Jill's
fearless
sandwiches.
freelance photojournalist who heads
Good
to a
old nod
small
to Resident
Colorado
Evil.
town and must survive 3 days in a zombie-infested mall, all while trying to uncover the truth of what caused the outbreak.
Still burning them.
Yet, unlike Dead Rising's HD re-release in 2016, the Deluxe Remaster has been revamped using the RE engine, providing more realistic lighting, better facial animations and expressions, not to mention significantly more detail throughout the mall. Dead Rising, specifically the first 2 games, were known for the yin-yang contrast of putting players in vibrant, massive playgrounds infested with hordes of undead. These modern adjustments of adding detail to the environments, especially the implementation of realistic lighting, breathe new life into Willamette Parkview Mall. So much
Yeah, that
so
looks
that I
really
could not
good.
help but stop myself every now and then to really take a closer look at all the new changes to familiar places that were made to warrant this remaster. Fortunately, behind a big shiny coat of paint and realistic lighting, Dead
katana.
Rising Deluxe Remaster
Or the
also
sword,
provides
that's the
a
katana, that's the
massive
bigger
quality of
sword.
life
You
update
can
to
get a katana,
virtually
though.
everything about gameplay. Combat has been overhauled to make it a more fluid
Yes.
experience, most notably the ability to move
That is
while
such a
aiming.
huge improvement.
Of course, you cannot always play offense against the undead.
They'll always
Sometimes
grab
they
you.
will grab you. In the moments that they do, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster has made it easier to get a zombie off of Frank. When a normal grab occurs, you mash a
That's
button
cool.
instead of twirling the thumbsticks to get the zombie off
Yeah,
of
it used to be a pain in the ass.
The new control scheme still takes some time to get used to. I still found myself in the old habit of pressing the button from the old controls when trying to perform actions like picking up an item. Fortunately, if you really miss the old control scheme, there is an option
That's
in the
cool.
settings menu that allows you to revert to
That's
classic
what I might
controls
try.
that mimic the 2006 original. Naturally, though, it comes with the same restrictions found in the original version, such as the
Oh.
inability to move while aiming.
Never mind then.
My personal favorite in the new gameplay changes is how Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster addresses item durability. Instead of having to keep tabs on how many hits you have until your item breaks, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster introduces an item durability bar. This small blue bar is displayed for every item you pick
Yeah,
up.
I'll keep the new
Meanwhile,
controls then, if
firearms
that's
are a
how
lot
you can
more
only
useful
move
in
and
Dead
shoot.
Rising Deluxe Remaster, especially the handgun. A well-placed shot to a zombie, even at a lower level, you can kill your undead target with one bullet. And with great aiming, you can shoot a zombie's head clean off with
Nice.
the pistol. AI has also been improved greatly. Well, mostly. While I did not get a chance to play the entire 72-hour mode, the boss battles I encountered felt like the AI was still a bit dumb. Fortunately, the AI in Survivors You Can Rescue has improved immensely, making it a lot easier to escort. Not to mention that the entrance to the air ducts and into
wow,
the
they added
room
steps to the
steps.
security room. That's a huge thing because they would get caught on the ledge sometimes. Okay, so that's not too bad. The new controls I'll probably keep on for the sake of moving and shooting. The fact that the AI for the bosses might still be a little clunky, I can live with that as long as the AI for the survivors has been improved, and that's great. That's a good thing to know. Go!
Go!
Dead Rising has always been known for the freedom it provides to players. You could go and do the main story mission, but you weren't necessarily required to follow that path. You could do that while also trying to do all the side quests and saving as many survivors as possible. Or you could simply skip the story entirely and just run around the mall killing zombies.
It's all your
maybe doing
choice.
the side missions.
Might not get the best ending, but it's your choice.
Most of the side missions still come from Otis, who will contact you on the transceiver. While you still have to answer calls from Otis in Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, you can now let the call play uninterrupted by pressing a button to skip the dialogue. This sped-up dialogue option also translates to interactions with the NPCs, especially some survivors who have some long-winded conversations with Frank before they decide
So that's
to
really
follow him
cool
back to
because,
the
yeah,
security
Otis
room.
would constantly call you. And if you cut Otis off in the original, you had to essentially listen to the call all over again. But back then, he wouldn't talk. He didn't have a voice. They gave him a voice now, but, you know, now you could just skip through the dialogue that's on the radio or at a survivor point. So that's pretty good. That's actually a really good feature.
What, you want to stick around with them? With the ones that ate your little... Come on!
Lastly, the photography minigame has been tweaked immensely. You can still move while aiming your camera, but there are some additional changes, such as an autofocus button and the ability to tilt the camera. More importantly, Frank can upgrade his camera. Throughout the mall, you can obtain new parts and unlock new features, including a flash. Based on my time with the game, prestige points distribution has also been tweaked, allowing for more opportunities to gain experience points and thus further incentivizing players to use the camera, especially when it comes to hunting down all of the PP stickers scattered throughout the mall.
Nice.
Perfect.
While I was upset that I could not play the entirety of 72-hour mode, my time with Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster gave me all of the information I needed to feel confident that Capcom just might have knocked this more than a remaster, not quite a remake, right out of the park. I am especially eager to see the changes, if any, made to overtime and Infinity mode.
Okay, so not bad at all. I mean, I think this just showed us more of the mall that we haven't seen yet. Little features like being able to upgrade the camera, which that is entirely new. And that's cool. You can add a flash, you can add filters, there's an autofocus mode. The camera is really important to get prestige points. Some people would call them power points, but I guess prestige points is what they're properly called. Just so I don't get, blasted in the comments. But yeah, for leveling up Frank, all that's important. Survivors, taking pictures, that's cool. They added little features. And yeah, that's kind of what this is. I mean, it's a remaster, not quite a remake, but they did kind of, fix a lot of the stuff, and instead of just putting this in the RE engine, they really are trying with this to improve. There's a lot of fans that watch my channel that have never played this before, or a lot of fans that have gotten into Resident Evil or Capcom in the last handful of years, to 10 years even, and they've never played Dead Rising. And I think this is a great opportunity for them to jump in and play something that doesn't feel as dated, and who knows, maybe this can bring back Dead Rising for the foreseeable future. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster so far? Let me know down in the comments. Like I said, I will be covering this leading up to the release and live streaming it day one, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and stay tuned for more LTRE.